All right, hey, what's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you for an ML Sports Take, brought to you by Empower Federal Credit Union, Bear Creek Restaurant, and Welch and Company Jewelers. It is halftime in Buffalo, and the Bills have a 24-10 lead against Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And just some immediate takeaways from the first half. Number one, Josh Allen, 24 of 28 for 282 yards and 3 touchdowns. The 3 touchdowns were really, I think, things of beauty. I mean, if you think about those 3 plays in the red zone where the Bills have struggled for the majority of this season, Allen was unbelievable. I mean, running 2 fakes, for example, on the Gabe Davis touchdown pass. It was basically a kind of two different fakes. It was a fake handoff and then a fake QB sneak, and then Allen kind of just flicked it over using that great vision and height over the middle to Gabe Davis for a few yards. And you look at the McKenzie play, they weren't in the red zone for that, but it was a nice loft pass by Allen right on the numbers. And of course, the terrific play in the back of the end zone to Croft, where Allen really surveyed the field and was able to hit the tight end in a big time spot. I also think that Brian Dable needs a tip of the cap for the first half game plan. I mean, listen, does it have a lot to do with, Allen's stats that the Seattle defense is horrific? Of course, this is not the same defense as the Titans or the Chiefs or even New England to a degree from the past few weeks when Josh Allen has struggled in the last 4 games. Seattle's defense is horrific. I mean, obviously, Jamal Adams does not look like he's in sync with the defense still, and the corners are getting blown apart. In man coverage, they go back to zone, and the Bills throw underneath, and then Seattle really doesn't know what's coming, and then the Bills are able to run the football and, kind of do some fakes and decoys and such. Seattle is clueless in the secondary, and that does play a part in terms of how well the other team is doing, Josh Allen especially. But let's not take anything away from Brian Dable attacking the defense the way it should be attacked. This could have been easily a game that you go in and say, hey, let's play the conservative card here, despite the fact that Seattle is really brutal on defense. You could throw some screen plays and just do some runs, get Allen out of the pocket a little bit, and just try to keep the ball away from Russell Wilson. He's going right for it. He's going right for the jugular, and it was right from the beginning. You look at the first drive, the Bills scored on 3 plays, and that was bing, bang, boom. And so I credit Brian Dable with the game plan. He is attacking the Seattle defense the way it should be attacked. Another big takeaway from the first half, other than a Russell Wilson teardrop on the left side of DK Metcalf, and make no mistake about it, Seattle's going to get more points in the second half. The Bills have really limited the Seattle Seahawks from the big play. Seattle has not scored a huge play down the field. Lockett and Metcalf, for the most part, have been kept in check. Russell Wilson is kind of getting boxed in and shielded by side blitzes. You look at the Poyer interception, which was a great hide move by Poyer. The Bills sort of chased Wilson out and kept him contained, and then Poyer kind of snuck and decoyed, and then he went back. And you heard Brock Heward talk a lot about that the Bills are very, very good in disguising their safety, pressures and their safety backs in terms of where they go behind on the defense. And in that case, Poyer did it in the end zone and picked him off. Overall, a very, very sound half for the Buffalo Bills. 24-10, they have the lead. Again, the Seahawks get the ball, though, to start the half. They will come at you. This team is very difficult to stay down, to keep down, and we'll see if they stay down here in the second half. The bottom line is, don't change a thing, Brian Dable, and even if you see some adjustments by the Seahawks in the second half defensively, do not get cute. Do not try to run the football. Do not get conservative. Throw the ball, and if they make some adjustments trying to, kind of shield you and go into a different zone, maybe a little bit of a tighter, soft zone, you got to keep throwing the ball and figuring out ways to score, because this Seattle defense can be had. 24-10 at the break. We'll see what happens in the second half. ML Sports Take brought to you by Hides of Liverpool, our good friends over at Barks and Rec Doggy Daycare, Ken's Auto Detailing, and Welch and Company Jewelers. Log on to welchjewelers.com for the best in jewelry today. I'm Mike Lindsley. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.